Hello everyone, this is Endgame Arts. We're doing another unboxing, another breakdown, another demo. This is Star Ocean, Integrity of Faithlessness. This is a PS4 game. I don't believe it's exclusive. It's right now only available on PS4, but I have a feeling it's going to come to PC because it does not really indicate that it's going to be exclusive only on the PlayStation 4. But I digress. Star Ocean's a very fond after game for many generations. It started way back in the original PlayStation 1 by the company called Inks, and before they merged with Squaresoft to become Square Inks. And it's built a great big following between fans. There's even other iterations like on the handheld, the PSP. And I don't know if ever Nintendo DS or anything like that ever received one, but I know that there's one on PlayStation 1, one on PlayStation 2, one on PlayStation 3, and now one on PlayStation 4. They've always strived to become very, very artistic and graphically designed, but always leaving this anime but cartoony style and always having this good humor design within the game. And you can definitely catch it a lot into this game. It's still graphically a gorgeous looking game though, but it still holds its integrity of being kind of a JRPG style. Now let's go ahead and jump into Star Ocean. It has your basic functionalities of settings. You can adjust the volume settings and controls, turn off vibration. If you want Japanese audio log and subtitles, it has all those functions for you. I do recommend that you go ahead and lower the massive volume and increase the voice volume, because voice volume could be a little higher. There's difficulties. You got Earth and Galaxy. Those are your two starting difficulties. You'll get more as you progress. The game is gorgeous in graphics, as you can plainly see here. It's fluid and smooth, and everything looks like it just blends in perfectly. When I first saw the game, I was a little worried, but it merges tremendously well. I am at all the time by the graphics and the characters, the way they look and how they talk. It's very, very gorgeous looking game, and I applaud them for the design for the next generation of Star Ocean. Now let's go and jump into the settings. You got your normal kind of equipment settings. You got your items that recover, heal, and then you got equipment, armor, material, and all that stuff for equipment. You can equip gear, put skills, certain skills in combat. Each character can be set in a designation of control. Like I say, if you want a character to be designated as a healer and a fighter, you can set that up. There's crafting and so forth, and you got your resources to give you an idea of the situations and certain trophies you've unlocked into the game. The only real flaw in the game that I've noticed in the game is the camera. If you're someone who gets really queasy and get motion sickness, I have to say to steer away from this game until they maybe release some patch to remove the camera, fix the camera anyway. What they did was they made the camera fixed upon the character for every movement he makes. The camera is not like a free-flowing self, so every time your main character, steps on a rock or cliff or goes downhill or bounce, as you can see, the camera keeps bouncing up and down because it's trying to level itself with the character. It's very, very nauseating. On top of that, when you're going to combat, you want to expand your camera around so you can look around a little more, but every time you swing, the camera will immediately lock down close to the ground to the side of the character. Why they made it like this, I think they were trying to inspire from the Tell series, but Tell series does it a lot more fluid and smoother. This just immediately locks you down to just design when you're trying to get a better grasp of the battlefield. Also, with the fact you can switch to multiple characters, you want to get an idea of where those characters are and what they're doing. As you can see here, I have no idea where she went. Man, I would have to switch to her to find out what she's doing and what she's up to. It's very, very, like I said, disorienting and can very break the flow of the game because the camera will go off and do whatever it wants. But other than the camera, the game works like a typical hack and slash, like an RPG style, where you got your slow attacks, your heavy attacks, and if you hold down your attack, you'll do a special arts attack. With certain combo attacks, I found that if you keep hitting two buttons on one and the other button on the other one, it does a really good combo of 2 hits, soft hits, and 2 hard hits. Other than that, there's, like I said, you can switch the characters if you need to switch to the Miki, and she got the healing spells. You need to cast healing spells with her. It works really well, and I do like the fact you can switch characters. You can also guard, as you can see. You can also counter the attacks when you time it just right. I did find it a little repetitive, constantly doing the same swing combinations and attacks. You can also do a little bit of like an uppercut slice attack, which causes the character to get staggered a little bit and give you a tactical advantage over the enemy. As your typical JRPG style, every time you battle, there's a result of how many experience, SP, and gil you got from each match. You level up like any other character in the game. The gameplay is just like your typical action or JRPG, and it would have functioned really well. There's lots of areas to explore, the graphics are great, voice acting is decent, the overall aesthetic of the game is all there for a decent JRPG experience. It's just ruined by the camera. I've played all the Star Ocean games, and this one's no different from the rest. It's still an interesting game to pick up. Other than the camera, if you get motion sickness really easily, I have to strongly advise to avoid picking this up, because I mean, you will need to take some pills to avoid getting nauseated. I don't even have nauseating, and just the constant camera jumping up and down every time I was climbing up steps or stairs or whatever the case may be was very nauseating. So this was just a simple, quick breakdown of the game. I hope you got a good idea about the game. It's not a bad game. It plays, it functions. The music's pretty decent. Some songs are hit and miss here and there, but everything flows well and plays great, and characters are very lovable and interesting. I don't think the character in-depthness is what it was in the before past games, but it's still there and it functions, and I did find it interesting to learn more about these characters. Other than that, I had to say hold off to picking up this game if you want to, or pick it up actually. I mean, it's not a bad game, it's only bad by its camera, and maybe they'll fix it with the patch. But if you're someone like me who does not do downloads and updates, that means little to me, so this game will always have this flaw on the disc. I do want to point out that there will be several characters who can be on the battlefield at the same time with you, so then you don't have to worry about like switching out characters you want to use. Basically, they will all be on the battlefield fighting along with you. That's why it's very also crucial that the problem with the camera, because you can't see enough of the battlefield. Top of that, there's multiple endings to the game, so it gives you a lot more replay value on that. There's lots of areas to explore. So thank you for watching. I'll leave some descriptions down in the links to the description below if you want to buy a copy. And I thank you all for watching, and hit that like, subscribe button. It encourages me to do better, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye!
Fiddly? Fiddly! Hey, you awake? Why, you brute! Would it kill you to awaken a little slower? I was scared to death.
Oh, my bad.
What in the name of... I make nice and wake you since the day's getting on, and yet...
It's really that late?
Yeah, it is. Victor's gone. He went out a while ago.
I see.
None of that now. Jeez, get going, get going!
Okay, now I can start.
Good. Then I'll be waiting outside. Don't take long. As always, you're so cute when you sleep.
But you're certainly not when you talk like that.